Hello, and welcome to Pro Sports Lab's YouTube channel. We are the leading experts of Professor Selyunov's Pro Sports Lab, Salim Karakovsky and Grigor Chiringrayan. We are starting a series of training videos on how to work out according to science. We've received many questions about how to properly perform statodynamic exercises in the gym for hypertrophy of oxidative muscle fibers. In today's video, we will analyze and explain this topic in detail because, of course, it is better for you to find out all the information from the primary source and not from questionable sources of information flooding the internet nowadays. To do a proper workout in statodynamics, we need to make sure that the following conditions are met. The first and most important condition is partial amplitude. We need it in order to block the blood flow and deprive the muscles of oxygen. The second condition is constant muscle tension. And the third one is that it is necessary to achieve a burning sensation or pain in the working muscles in order to create strong mental tension, stress. This will lead to the release of anabolic hormones into the blood. Such training increases the strength and endurance of the working muscles. During the performance of the set itself, blood pressure and pulse grows slightly. We will show all the practical aspects in the gym. In some sports, this will be the main training method, and in others, it will be an additional one. So, we are in the gym. Natalya Rebrova is joining us today. Natalia is Master of Sports in Powerlifting and Deadlift with doping control in the bodyweight category below 56 kilograms. Trainer and athlete Natalya Rebrova.
Yes.
Please tell us briefly about your sports career.
I came to the gym with fitness goals like everyone else. The trainer noticed me. He said that I have a good potential. When we started training, we quickly fulfilled the requirement for a Master of Sports, and then the next merit, International Master of Sports. And in our training, we use sports adaptology system of Pro Sport Lab.
And now we will show you one of our training routines, particularly statodynamic training for leg muscles. We will do two exercises as an example, squats and leg press. It is important to mention that it is necessary to choose the weight very accurately. For most people, whether you are well trained or not, your own weight will be sufficient to start statodynamic squats. That will be enough. No need to take a barbell weighing 60 to 100 kilograms and trying to do it. So we are starting squats. Partial amplitude. Muscles are tensed. The pace is slow. And off we go, Natalia. Squats. The legs are not completely straightened. The muscles remain tensed all the time. Make sure not to relax the muscles when you go down. Basically not dropping yourself down and catching at the lowest point. No sudden movements, working in flowing motion. Tensed muscles all the time while going up and down. Now we will get to the point that Natalia will tell us that she feels that working muscles start burning, which is the beneficial muscle stress we need. It's starting and in the first set. She needs to bear a burning sensation in the muscles for 5 seconds. That's it, relax. The sets last for 35 seconds. Now we'll have a rest interval for half a minute. Yes, 30 seconds. And we will move on to the second set. In the second set, burning in the muscles should last for up to 10 seconds or anywhere between from 5 to 10 seconds. Off we go. One more thing, you need to monitor your breathing. The rhythm of breathing should go in parallel with the movements. When Natalia goes down, she inhales, and she exhales while going up. It is essential to keep this tempo throughout the entire set while working out in statodynamics. Here the pace can be a little slower or as Natalia shows. It's up to you. The main criteria is
The burning
pain.
feeling already started.
We continue for 10 more seconds since the moment it started to burn. If you do the squats slowly and do not feel burning, you can increase the pace or vice versa. And rest it. That was the second set. Now we will rest for 30 seconds and move on to set 3. Third set, let's start. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Tell me when the burning begins.
Already started.
It has already begun. We keep working with a burning sensation in the third set from 10 to 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, you've seen the statodynamic squat. Natalia did one series with 3 sets. So, why do we do 3 sets with a 30-second rest? We need to create several conditions for muscle growth. The first one is hormone release. The second condition is free creatine. The third one is the right concentration of hydrogen ions. And the fourth condition, Natalia will create once she'll be eating proteins at home. It's important to stress that many people with excess weight and untrained muscles are coming to fitness clubs. For them, statodynamic squats, even with their own weight, will be a very high load. Glycolytic muscle fibers will be engaged already in the first set. Because of that, we highly recommend to start with a low-weight leg press. Natalia will show us a correct technique for leg press. As you can see, Natalia places her feet at the lower part of the platform in order to get a burning sensation at the front of the thigh. If her feet were at the top of the platform, she would be engaging hamstrings and glutes. We are working out with the same principles as in squats. Partial amplitude with flowing motions, and muscles are tensed throughout the duration of the set. Natalia will feel her muscles burning, and she will let us know about it.
Here we go.
It started. As you can recall, we let it burn for up to 5 seconds and stop, resting now. While Natalia is having rest, we can mention that exercising in statodynamic mode will not lead to blood pressure or heart rate increase. Another criteria of correct technique is that all muscles, except working ones, are completely relaxed, so that you don't have to push yourself into the leg press's pad or squeeze the handles. Let's start. If that happens, it means the weight is too high. You should be totally relaxed. All non-working muscles of your body are resting. You'll have only quadriceps, hamstrings, and glute muscles tensed. Breathing, inhale while legs go in towards the chest. Exhale when you straighten legs. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Burning already?
Not yet.
You see, even for such a strong athlete like Natalia, leg press with 10 kilograms is sufficient for loading oxidative muscle fibers. It's burning? And enough. Pause for rest. In the second set, Natalia had a burning sensation for 10 seconds while exercising. And the last set in the series. In the third set, Natalia should bear 10 to 15 seconds of intense burning. This will be sufficient for hormone release. Should be burning already.
Getting there.
You have to keep going for 15 seconds. Set duration is not limited by 30 seconds. You can do 30, 40, and even 45 seconds. Take a rest. The main point is to get a burning sensation and bear it for a little while. However, the rest interval between sets should always be 30 seconds, not more. We will, once again, go through the main points of statodynamics. In the first set, you should bear the burning for 5 seconds, or you can even just reach this point and have a rest. In the second set, you need to bear the burning for 5 to 10 seconds tops. And in the third set, we need to sustain it for 5 to 15 seconds, but this is the limit. You should not get stuck with the weight, in a sense that you cannot lift that weight. It shouldn't be the case. You finish exercising when you feel pain or burning in the muscle, but not because you cannot lift the weight. You can lift it, but the muscle hurts so badly that it's almost impossible to continue reps. It's easier to say it burns. Yes, it burns. How many series do you need to do during training? You can do 4 to 9 series. Between the series, we recommend having an active rest interval 5 to 10 minutes long. If there is no cycling machine in the gym to spin during the rest interval, try walking instead. You can do these 4 to 9 sets for a muscle group with different exercises. It does not have to be the same routine we showed. You can pick different exercises that will load this muscle and try doing them in statodynamic mode. Instead of spinning in the 5 to 10 minute rest interval, you can do exercises for a different muscle group. This is how you build your circular split workout. Last but not least, a few words about beginner mistakes. The most common mistake people make when trying to do such a statodynamic workout is they take an excess weight. As a result, glycolytic muscle fibers are engaged already in the first set. And as a result, such series will perhaps not kill them, but will not be good, let's say. The effect will be more negative than positive. On the internet, you can find information that statodynamics should be done at a very slow pace. We would suggest not to reinvent the wheel, and as a primary source, we recommend you to keep the pace normal.
Поэтому совет мой и Салима вам, слушайте от первоисточника, а не от каких-то людей, которые придумали сами себе.
The pace should be normal, or maybe even a little faster than normal. The author of the method, Professor Viktor Seryoyanov, always recommended the same rule. We never heard from him that moving up or down should last 5 or 10 seconds, or 2 movements last for 30 seconds. In our next videos, we will show you the details of proper statodynamic technique for different sports, how many series should be done, and many other points. For example, for athletes in cyclical sports or strength sports, the workouts will be slightly different, and we will explain it in detail and show it in our next videos.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave your comments and likes below, and see you in the next workout. Bye!